Good morning, everyone. I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Hope you have a really good rest of the weekend today. You know, you had a really good Saturday and you made some profitable trades. We are dropping continual trades in the Telegram group there, so do please head over to that channel. So yeah, just diving into the Bitcoin chart then on the 4-hourly time frame. You can see yesterday we were targeting this descending broadening channel here, and you know it's widening as it goes down. And lo and behold, you know we came back up into this bigger descending triangle that we find ourselves in, but represented by the green lines here. Okay, so we've got that level there. Okay, and what you did when you started to form this descending channel here, this was your top, and this is basically the point in which when you do break out of these, it's a bullish continuation pattern, and you usually see a reversal back up to that top. So that is actually now our target for Bitcoin, you know, from this point here. We did say from the breakout, you know, look to go long on Bitcoin, and you could have been looking at an 8% trade on Bitcoin there, but you can see it's broken out, right? We did have this little descending triangle within a bigger one, you see, because we come up and we've sort of hit in the top and we were trading down. I did say to you yesterday, if we can get the bounce off that level, the base of this descending triangle on the grander scheme of things, you are potentially looking for it to come up, test the resistance and then pop out. Okay, so that was a really good trade for anybody that took that trade. And obviously, you know, the distance would have been where you formed this, you sort of came into this triangle here, okay, and then you popped out, and you can see Bitcoin literally just come out and it's sort of topped out at that level there. So that was a great little trade for anyone that took that. That was when you popped out of the channel there and you went up, that was like a couple of percent, 2.32% at the moment. That was a good trade, you know, with obviously the longer trade there up to 8.42% for Bitcoin. So if you're still in a long there, you know, what we'll do now, we'll show you some levels of resistance, because it does look good. You know, we do look like we're doing okay, but you are going to come against the resistance now, and I'll show you where that is. But also you've got the resistance of this triangle. You see this resistance line pushing us down, so potentially, you know, you may see Bitcoin sort of go up and hit its head on that and trade back down. It looks like it's going down, but as long as you don't lose this support now, you know, and fall back into this channel here, then you are looking potentially for more upside for Bitcoin. So it looks good, but what you want to do, okay, you know, where you hit the top, okay, of this channel, this is what you do to find your levels of resistance on the way back up. So what you do, you drop out the Fibonacci tool, okay, so it's the third one down, you've got this third column down with the arrow like that, and you go down and it's Fibonacci retracement. So you click on that, okay, I've got mine in my toolbar down there, and you know that that's the top of the broadening channel where you created it. Okay, so that's effectively a top. So you go down there and you drop it to your bottom, just like that. Okay, so let's do that from there to there, and you can see what Bitcoin's doing since it's gone down. It went down, formed that bottom, and it's been retracing. And you can see where it retraces, it hits levels of resistance, i.e. this first level of resistance was a bit of a struggle to get through, as you can see. Came up and it sort of got rejected a bit, but then eventually it did get through to 236, so therefore it showed it was making progress, okay, and it was moving up. Then again, as you moved up, you've seen it hit that level of resistance there, which is effectively the base of the ascending triangle on descending triangle on the grander scheme of things that Bitcoin does find itself back into. Okay, and then you can see as it's gone up and it's hit a level of resistance there on the 0.5. That is actually one of the toughest levels to get through. You will, in any retracement, okay, you will see more traffic around that particular level as a level of resistance. Okay, that you will see that, and sometimes you'll see the big rejection there and it come back down to these previous levels. And hopefully, you know, if a trend is your friend and it has reversed, you will see that bounce off these support levels once you get through them, through the Fibonacci retracement there. Okay, so you've gone down, you start to retrace, you're hitting resistance, got through it, back to support, gone up, hitting resistance on these levels here, on these fib levels, you've hit it resistance, you got through, back to the support. You can see the wicks down there. So then when you've gone up, you've hit another level of resistance, and you can see where the resistance are. And these play because most of the traders are using these as well, these Fibonacci retracement tools, and that's where you'll see a lot of resistance and a lot of support in these trades. Okay, so you've gone back up and you can see right now, you know, Bitcoin is on this, it's playing with this, it's toying with getting with this. Okay, so in my opinion, you know, I always tell people, if you can get through to 0.618, which is a golden ratio, okay, this is the golden ratio, okay, in any retracement, you know, if you can get through that and push for it and backtest the support, you basically clear skies. Okay, you start to hit not so much a level of resistance. You might come up against that and see a bit of a fight, but you know, it's usually okay. This is confirmation that you have got that reversal. You know, you are coming back on yourself and you are looking to march on. So keep an eye on that level, right? And that currently sits at 56,125. You do want to see the 4-hourly close above it. You have seen that the 4-hourly close above it just there. You see that? It struggled here, struggled there, struggled there. So this is good. You may see Bitcoin start potentially push up now and continue, but what you may come up against, okay, is this here, this resistance of this descending triangle. It may start to hit its head on that, come back down, retest this as support before it pops out, and when it pops out, there's your target up there. Okay, this level there for Bitcoin. So that's it. I won't spend too much time on Bitcoin today. They're just some trades that you could potentially look at. Again, you know, if you do look at these Fibonacci's, they're your fallback levels. Okay, and if you was to fall back, you know, and get a bounce, then that would show real good strength in this reverse trend that Bitcoin's finding itself in there. So at the moment it looks really good. And if you was to just take a quick look at the daily, again, always zoom out on your charts. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at the daily and you can see that, you know, Bitcoin is hyperbull again, really hyperbull. We did break down, you know, and we did come back down, and we were looking like we were going to get to the 55 there. Well, I'll go on a different chart. So on this chart then, so as we said yesterday, you know, if you always zoom out, you get a bigger picture. So we had this breakdown here and we come back down. You can see we almost got for 55. Beautiful. Okay, same here. That this shows enormous strength in this continual uptrend. Bitcoin is super bullish. You know, we could be entering a super cycle for Bitcoin, really could. You know, when you start to break down, you do target these levels and support levels and potential fallbacks, you know, but at the moment Bitcoin potentially is got back into that rising wedge which we were targeting, that it fell out of. So that's a positive in itself, you know. And also it looks to be repeating a very similar pattern to what we've seen here. And actually this is more bullish than this, okay, because look at the green candles. We've had 3 consecutive green days where we're pumping, so it shows an enormous amount of strength for Bitcoin. Okay, we didn't quite get the 55 retest, but you can see we're quite close. We have had 3 daily closes, well 2, sorry, because we're on the 3rd day here. We do need to see that close above this 20 EMA on the daily time frame again for continued support and upwards momentum for Bitcoin, because you know, you could still sort of break down here, okay, but you do want to see that close above that to show that the trend is still your friend. Okay, just like we had here, you went up, you back tested support a couple of times, and then you're off again and making those new highs, and potentially you're looking at a very similar scenario for Bitcoin here. You know, get back up to that level there and sort of retest this support and then make those new highs for Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin. I'm going to jump into Ethereum right now for you guys. I'm going to try and stop saying guys. I see a lot of people say, oh, it annoys the hell out of me and all that, but it annoys me more. Honestly, I can't tell you. Saying guys all the time actually really annoys me, and it's sort of a habit that I've got into in these videos. And I'm like, sometimes I watch them back, and when I'm editing them, I'm like, oh my god, I need to edit that out. It's so annoying. So I'm going to try and stop saying guys. You know what you could do? Drop some ideas in the comments for something for me else to say, like kids or something, yo kids or something, because I'm a CoinsKid. Perhaps you could just, members of the community could just be kids. Okay, so you're all kids, yo kids. I don't know, I'm chatting rubbish on a Sunday morning. So basically Ethereum then is showing strength as well. We've not got that daily close yet above the 20 EMA here, and we do need that. We do need to see that for Ethereum, like we've seen for Bitcoin. Okay, we do need to see that daily close, and you know what, it might come. We are hitting a level of resistance there, and again, you know what you do here, just a typical thing, you know, you just drop your fibs on, because you can see where your levels of resistance are and what you're coming up against, and you can see that what it's doing, it's hitting its head on the 0.5. Is that right on that wick? Yep. So basically that's where you top, that's where you bottom, and you're starting to retrace, and you can see you're hitting the levels of resistance. And like I said to you in the Bitcoin segment there, this level always plays a bit of a, you know, puts up a bit of a fight on a retracement. To be fair, you do see a lot of traffic around that level. Once you get through that, you know, you are pushing onto the golden ratio. You can see we've smashed these. You know, if I was to zoom in on the 4-hourly and any lower time frames, you would see that fight going on there, okay, on these levels, and we've had a bit of a fight there. But this on the daily is proving to be a bit of a struggle. Okay, so you do need to see us close and get above 1727 on the daily time frame for Ethereum to just start that upwards momentum again. You can see it's trying, it is in its head on the 20 EMA here. Again, get that close above, march on, take out the golden ratio, you know, get back above this level here of this support line, this 1750, get that close above as well, because at the moment we are quite low. We have reversed quite well though, but we are looking strong. If you zoom out on Ethereum, you know, on the grand scheme of things, you are making high lows on the daily time frame, okay? So you've got your low, you've got a low there, okay, low, another low, and then another low, and they're all higher. So that's really good. But what we do need to see for Ethereum, right, which we failed to see there, is that high top, you know, that higher high. So you've got that high there, highs. But this was a failure of a higher high. So we do need to see Ethereum march on and make that high up here and effectively take out its all-time high, which is this one here, okay? It does need to march on. And you know what? It will come for Ethereum. I'm confident in it coming. It looks really strong. I mean, look at the candles here, the daily candles, okay? So you could effectively say you got this recovery here, you know, and you know this recovery here is lower than this recovery, and then look how high we got. So if you was to experience a very similar recovery for Ethereum from that low there to its peak, you know, over a few days, we'll calculate that in a moment. We'll do it properly. We'll calculate that recovery there from that bottom for Ethereum till it got to its new top was roughly 13 days, 2 weeks. So we had that bottom just there for Ethereum. This is how you can look at things sometimes, you know. This is why I always tell people, you know, zoom out. So we had a 50% appreciation from that low of the previous correction to make this high. So if we was to go through a 50% appreciation for Ethereum over the next 2 weeks, you would be looking, let me bring that down a bit, just as a wild guess, okay, over the next couple of weeks, because don't forget that March is always a typically bad month for crypto, okay? So in the grand scheme of things, it's holding up pretty well, to be fair, this month. You know, you've seen pumps across the board, but you've not seen the real big blue chip pumps yet, okay? And I do believe it's gearing up for it, okay? When the market does break down, we always give you the breakdown targets. We're truthful on this channel, okay? So effectively, you know, if you was to look at a very similar recovery for Ethereum, you know, over the next couple of weeks, you could effectively be looking at that for Ethereum, you know, breaking these resistance lines, getting above the 20 EMA, marching on, taking out these Fibonacci retracement levels, getting up, smashing that all-time high, marching on, and getting up to that $2,311 Ethereum token by 6th of April, 7th of April. So it could march on, you know, if it has that similar recovery. So that's what you do. You just look at past results, not necessarily to guarantee future results, but the patterns sort of similarly play out, okay? So that's it for today's video on Bitcoin Ethereum. I'm going to drop some more videos into the channel. Please do stay tuned, and you know, I hope that you're all taking the trades that we're posting in the channel. You know what I'll do, I'll give you a quick trade on Ethereum right now. Actually, I've not really looked at any trades, but I've just given you one on Bitcoin there, so I will start trying to give you trades as well, actually, you know, more trades for you to get involved in. And obviously you don't sort of take these trades unless they get confirmation, okay? And you know, we will post and keep these trades updated in real time in Ethereum, okay? So let's have a look what we've got for Ethereum right now then, if we've got anything on the cards. I'm just going to clean all this up a bit. So just looking at Ethereum then, what I would do is target the Fibonacci retracement, okay, for your trades today. So you're on the top of there, and on the bottom there, what we'll do, we'll drop this. So you know, our last trade, that this head and shoulders pattern that played out and it dropped all the way down there, met our target. So you know, for those of you involved in the trade, well done. I hope you took profit down there on that short, okay? So that was a good trade. I hope that you made profit off that short there for Ethereum. So what you're potentially looking at now is this level of resistance, okay? You are still in a downtrend on the EMAs here on the 4-hourly time frame. You are being caught in the downtrend. You've got the bounce, you're coming back up, but positively you're looking at this curl now on this EMA. So what you're potentially going to see here is Ethereum hit its head as it has done there, probably consolidate for a little bit in this range, allowing these EMAs to creep up like this, okay? Then you may see this start to form a bullish cross, which will give it Ethereum the power to march through that 0.5, okay, and then take out that golden ratio, okay, and then go up. So what I would do here, okay, is wait for this bullish cross. When you get the bullish cross on Ethereum, okay, and then you get the back test of the 20 EMA, which is the yellow line. Once the bullish cross has been formed, you know, look for that back test. I would personally, not financial advice, but you could open a long position there for Ethereum to push on, you know, to take its previous all-time high, and you're potentially looking at roughly a 12% trade there. So just keep an eye on that. That's potentially a trade that could happen today. Again, you don't take the trade on until it does certain things, and in this case you want to see that bullish cross, okay? You want to see these EMAs come together. Ethereum make this bullish cross, okay? Back test as support, the price action, the candles come back like it as it. It's gone through this 55. You know, some people are that confident of a trend reversal, you know, they will open the trade here as soon as it goes through and back test this 55, and they will be looking at more profit, okay? But it is highly risky. You know, you're looking at a couple of % more profit if you was to take that trade on. But what I would always advise when I tell anyone looking at trades, you know, opening a trade, always wait for those signals, you know, because that's a massive signal, as you know. Look down there, look at that signal, you know, and then you got that, it goes through, creates a bullish cross, has that back test of support, okay? Always look for that back test of support, okay? If you don't get it and it carries on going, then, you know, it's really strong, open your trade up here or something. But if you can get that back test of support, you know, it's more healthier to open that trade and execute that trade at that moment, okay? So that's basically it. Good luck everyone. Please do jump in the channel, get involved in the Telegram group there. I will keep you updated in real time with these trades, and do take care. Have a good Sunday. Bye bye.